Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. So hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. And we have just been given the spell sets of the upcoming tier. I am interested in seeing the cost, and really that's the main thing. At least for me, because I know this last tier has been unbelievably expensive. And PG's way of dealing with this cost was spreading out the release, but really the release of all the dragons, like, the release of the dragons was delayed, right? Because we had the first three, then the second three, and then finally the third three, but the actual amount of time we've had to breed them is actually not much longer than with the other tiers. So it's kind of like, you know, you're really pressuring people to have to spend. So that's kind of the biggest thing for me, is I want to know what the costs are. And I really hope they're not going to make them as expensive as the legendaries were for this last year, because, I mean, dude, that was freaking nuts. But anyways, they are going to be releasing all 6 legendaries in one wave this time, instead of doing it like 3 the first time and 3 the second time, or whatever they did. So yeah, should be interesting. So we're going to go over all of the skill sets, and then in another video, I will talk about them, because I really don't have enough time to go over all the dragons and then also tell you guys what I think of them. So, we got Kaldor. Magmatic Assault, toggle on for a shielded assault boost. They basically said that this will give you something like Gig, where you get increased amount of damage, and you also have a base percentage decrease in incoming damage, kind of like Stone Skin, except a white form. Also, it will take, I'm assuming, we don't have the skill cooldown, duration, or spell costs quite yet. That will be coming out in a couple of days, and of course I'll make a video on that. But I'm assuming it will be 0.5 rage per second, like the other spells similar to this one. Then you got Slag Blast. Explodes in nearby tower, restores rage on cost. Assuming that is basically Spell Flux, just a different name. Now, the thing is, it also said restores rage on cost, or on cast. They said on stream that it was supposed to be 1 rage cost, and then you also get 1 rage back. I don't know if that was specifically for the spell or what, but if it does, that means that this guy is going to be fairly good, because you have basically a constant use of this white death gaze. Now, they did mention it will have a cooldown, and that cooldown is going to decide whether or not this is going to be an overpowered dragon, or if he's just going to be a pretty good dragon, and all that jazz. Then you also got Smokescreen, which basically is a cloak, white cloak, cloaks dragon and deals area damage. So, not bad. Then we got Blood Fury, gains rage and slows rage generation. We've had it on other warriors. For 1 rage, you get 3 back, meaning that basically you gain a net of 2 rage, which is awesome. Definitely allows you to continue to use spells and cycle through the skill set. So the next one is a legendary Ice Hunter. Envenom, breath attack deals increased damage and causes buildings to take damage over time. Now, he mentioned on stream, Lawson said that they have heard complaints about other poison type spells, and this is going to be a much better one. Basically, it's going to deal a lot more damage in a lot less of a time frame, meaning that repairs aren't going to be able to do as much as they were before. Then you got Flash, which is one of the first non-white cloaks that we've had in quite a while. Blinds towers to dodge all non-beam attacks. Dragon moves slower. That it also includes mage super shots. Then you got Reconstitute, which reloads attack and heals. They also said that the heal is not going to be that good. It will be a little bit, but it's not going to be an insane amount. Then we got Undertow. Dragon breath damage causes towers to take increased damage, which is definitely nice, especially for a hunter, considering that you already have that increased damage from Envenom. So this guy should be dealing quite a bit of damage. And it also causes a dragon to have increased rage generation, which for a hunter, obviously, never gonna complain about that. Then we got Glossy Ax, which is going to be, I believe, an ice sorcerer. Crystallize, damages and freezes nearby towers, which then take additional damage. 1-time use. So that's kind of critical to take note of. I'm assuming against bases that have like 1 major kill island. this is definitely going to be a better dragon to use against bigger bases, longer bases like JL or one of the other bigger ones. You know, that spell may not be as good or as effective as it could be. But either way, apparently it does like a crazy amount of damage, and it freezes towers for 6 seconds, which is awesome. Then you got Fracture, sends a spike of crystal energy at a targeted building, assuming that's going to be a white Death Gaze. Then you got Spell Weaving. Now, they compared it to Zenko's Trickster's Toolkit. And the idea behind this dragon is for you to cycle through Fracture and Spell Weaving, and this is like basically a skill at a Steel Essence, right? Gain rage in either Crystal Tomb, Prismatic Lights, or Reflection from the last tower your dragon destroyed. Crystal Tomb freezes towers and gains shield based on the number of hit towers. I believe that is on Stormheim, if I'm not mistaken. Prismatic Lights, invisible shield that creates heal marks or rage marks when destroyed, so that's awesome. And Reflection reflects incoming projectiles back onto attackers. Now, obviously, most of the flax you're not going to be able to do much against. But let's say you're about to be hit by a red mage or blue mage or whatever. You know what? That actually is not a bad spell to have around. And if you're going against a random, fire turret at the end of the base and you have no health left, might save you. I don't know. Probably not. But, it is what it is. And then you got Dark Flak Resist. Yetin. Spell Flux explodes one tower and damages nearby towers. Blood Fury, both of those are well-known spells. This is his main spell, obviously, Terror of the Peaks. Activate to cycle between Abdominal Roar and Abdominal Breath. Amittable or Abdominal? Wait, Abdominal Pain. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking. Abominable Roar freezes nearby towers, and towers take increased damage after being frozen. That's definitely nice. It kind of reminds me of Gigs because, for example, Gig can be a tank, and it can be very annoying to try and stop because he just can take out towers a lot faster at times. And then also, you have Abdominal Breath, or Abominable, whatever. Increases flamethrower damage for a short time by 100%. So, you are able to deal more damage to towers using the Roar, and then the Breath, if you cycle to that, increases flamethrower damage. So basically, you're going to be able to take out towers pretty quickly. Not bad. Then you got Ice Resist, so reduces damage from Ice Flak towers and Ice turrets. So, I mean, that's nice. It's not like crazy overpowered, but it is a nice resist to have. Then we got Annealed? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Definitely, this one looks pretty interesting. This is going to be the Invoker. Lightning Storm summons a cloud that brings down lightning bolts, which does damage over time. Magic Barrier shields Dragon from all damage for a short duration. Now, of course, the main spell is the Invoke, which is Lightning. Dragon Invoked attack strikes buildings with lightning that change randomly. I'm assuming that means that this, damage will not be taken, it won't be like, let's say, Chain Lightning, which is red, and it won't be able to tag towers underneath a red mage. I'm assuming, right? So that means that this guy is going to be pretty luck-based, in my opinion, right? Because obviously the main way he's going to kill towers is through Lightning Storm and the Lightning. So you have to get lucky and have the Lightning Storm hit towers right before Lightning does, so that it kills the tower before it's all repaired. And I think this guy is not going to be as good as Morak, or I know I'm not supposed to say it, but he's not, in my opinion, I don't think he's going to be a great Invoker. Just my opinion. So, yeah. Alright, then we got Vexa. Explosive Carapace. Absorbs damage until depleted, then explodes, damaging nearby buildings. Sonic Screech, deal damage to nearby buildings and reduces their damage for the entire attack. So that, I believe, is actually on what's his name? Great. What's the freaking dragon's name? It's in Emerald tier. Ferga. There we go. It's actually, I believe, on Ferga, so it's been a while since that particular one has been. on a dragon. Then you got Quake, stuns all towers in a radius. So, white spell, so that's nice. Hopefully it means that it also will, like, stop super shots, which means that mages may not be as much of an issue, so that's awesome. Then you got Summon Drone. Summons a tough decoy who does no damage. So it kind of seems like it's just it's like a tank, right? It's not necessarily going to be a damage dealing drone or whatever. So, interesting skill set. Then I believe we already did Kaldor, so that is that. But yeah, those are the dragon skill sets. So we have 2 warriors, 2 sorcerers, 1 hunter, and 1 invoker. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think about these dragons. I'm definitely interested in seeing the viability of these. Again, I will make a video going over my opinions on all of them. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, y'all.